New York, in the 1980s, Harlem pulsed with a relentless rhythm. Police sirens wailing, the tap of shoes on cracked sidewalks, and the raw beat of hip-hop seeping through old apartment windows. Amid the chaos, a young boy named Sean Combs discovered his own world. Beats that made his blood race, words that ignited his imagination. Sean was no mere bystander. He was a seeker of opportunity. In the fierce streets of Harlem, he absorbed every note, every rhythm, every story. From record stores to neighborhood house parties, music was more than entertainment. It was his ticket to something far greater, a way out of the ordinary. This Harlem kid would grow up to become P. Diddy, an icon of music, business, and controversy. Yet beneath the glittering veneer of fame and fortune lurked dark secrets and scandals that would shake his life, and perhaps forever alter the way we see the world of entertainment. Are you ready to dive into his story? New York, the early 1990s. The hip-hop scene was still raw, untamed, and fiercely guarded by old-school gatekeepers who were skeptical of newcomers. Amid the chaos, Sean Combs, fresh out of college, stepped forward with unstoppable ambition. From a small desk as a talent buyer at Uptown Records, he absorbed every beat, every lyric, every opportunity that others might overlook. Sean understood one undeniable truth. Music was never just about sound. It was about influence, storytelling, and the courage to rewrite the rules of the game. The journey was far from smooth. Sean faced skepticism, fierce competition, and the harsh realities of the music industry. Many dismissed the Harlem Kid as too young, too bold, too ambitious. Yet every impossible he heard became fuel for his drive. With an almost obsessive persistence, he learned to read the market, understand artists, and build an extensive network. This was the moment Sean Combs began his transformation into P. Diddy, a visionary unafraid to challenge the status quo and shape the future of hip-hop on his own terms. The breakthrough came in 1993 with the founding of Bad Boy Records. The label was more than a business. It was an experimental laboratory for a new wave of hip-hop, a place where stars were born. Diddy signed artists who would become legends: the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, Mace. Not just for their talent, but for the potential he saw to reshape the industry. Every contract, every marketing strategy, even every album cover became part of a sophisticated game of psychology and promotion. In a short time, Bad Boy Records rose to dominance, redefining success in hip-hop and altering the world's perception of what it meant to be a music mogul. Yet, Such success brought controversy and debate. Was this brilliance purely born of talent, or was it the result of industry manipulation and boundless personal ambition? Diddy became a branding maestro, turning artists into icons, music into culture, and himself into a global brand. Critics highlighted the darker side, the pressure exerted on artists, the disputes over contracts, and the way he navigated internal conflicts to maximize gain. This is where the audience must ask themselves, do we admire his genius, or are we mesmerized by the way a mogul molds the world around him with an iron hand cloaked in glamour? This journey is not merely about building a label or discovering stars. It is about how ambition, ingenuity, and controversy merge into an almost unstoppable force. From the streets of Harlem to the skyscrapers of Manhattan, Sean Combs transformed opportunity into power, dreams into a music empire, and his identity into a symbol of duality, inspiration, and debate entwined. The world watches him with awe or suspicion. But one thing is certain, the steps he took in those early years set the stage for the controversies, triumphs, and scandals that would forever alter the course of his life. The 1990s opened the stage for Sean Combs, now known as P. Diddy, to prove that his Harlem ambition was far more than a dream. His music didn't just fill the speakers of Manhattan nightclubs, it dominated radio, television, and the very pulse of American street culture. His albums became unstoppable hits. His songs crossed genre boundaries, and every collaboration, from rap to R&B, made one message clear. Diddy wasn't here to participate. He was here to redefine fame itself. He showed the world that a modern mogul could command music, fashion, and business within one hypnotic, glamorous empire. But this success didn't materialize out of thin air. Behind the blinding camera flashes, Diddy worked relentlessly, crafting marketing strategies with the precision of a general on the battlefield of the entertainment industry. His clothing line, his signature fragrances, even the Ciroc brand he helped propel, none of them were just products. They were status symbols. Every move he made was a masterclass in branding. Every financial decision, a declaration of power. He wasn't just building a record label. He was constructing a kingdom where money, connections, and image mattered just as much as the music that started it all. Yet with wealth comes temptation, and with fame comes scrutiny. Diddy's glamorous lifestyle, lavish parties, exotic cars, private jets, and an endless media spotlight became a subject of national fascination. Was it inspirational, or was it a warning about unchecked excess? Critics pointed to his extravagant habits, while fans celebrated his aura of success. That tension created a magnetic duality. Diddy became both a symbol of the American dream and a reminder of the steep price required to reach the summit. His global success also sparked deeper questions. Was his influence in the entertainment world driven purely by talent and hard work, or by a sophisticated web of power, alliances, and behind-the-scenes maneuvering? From international collaborations to quiet, high-stakes business deals, Diddy showed how a mogul could steer an entire industry without ever revealing the full blueprint. The public often watched in awe, yet few truly understood the complexity of the strategies he used to stay on top. Strategies that frequently fueled controversy and kept rumors alive. In the end, this era wasn't just defined by chart-topping albums or explosive brands. It was defined by how Diddy fused music, business, and personal image into a force almost impossible to rival. From Harlem's clubs to the global stage, he proved that fame and power walk side by side, though never without a controversial cost. And to this day, one question continues to linger. Are we witnessing a cultural genius shaping the world? Or a mogul caught in the seductive, never-ending chase for power and perfection? The year 1997 marked the beginning of a dark shadow creeping over the life of Sean Combs, known to the world as P. Diddy. The tragic death of the notorious B.I.G., Bad Boy Records' brightest star and one of Diddy's closest friends, didn't just shake the music industry. It carved a deep emotional wound that would haunt him for decades. The world demanded answers. Could the deadly East Coast-West Coast rivalry have been prevented? Speculation, rumors, and conspiracy theories wrapped themselves tightly around Diddy's name. As Biggie's mentor, partner, and brother-in-arms, many pointed fingers at him, questioning his role, his influence, and his proximity to a tragedy that forever altered the soul of hip-hop. In the middle of that grief, new storms began to form around him. Public clashes with Jay-Z, tensions with Lil' Kim, and disputes over music rights became constant headlines. Every move Diddy made was dissected. Every business decision he took was doubted. The man who once earned praise as a visionary now became a symbol of duality. Brilliant on one side, manipulative on the other. Under a spotlight that never dimmed, both personal and professional missteps were magnified, painting the portrait of a mogul forever balancing on the edge of controversy. Legal troubles added another layer of tension to his already complicated narrative. Allegations of gun possession and drug involvement hovered over his reputation, while a violent nightclub incident drew police and media attention nationwide. Lawsuits regarding artist contracts and business dealings added more pressure, turning his name into a recurring headline in legal columns. Every story about P. Diddy was no longer seen as mere entertainment news. It became a symbol of the steep price of unchecked ambition. Audiences were left wondering, does a visionary have to walk through moral and legal minefields just to maintain power? The pressure began to spill into his private life. Breakups, family disputes, and rumors about his personal relationships turned his home life into a public spectacle. The media zoomed in on every party, every luxury car, every private jet, transforming Diddy's glamorous lifestyle into a televised drama. What once looked like the height of success now revealed fractures beneath the surface. Every step he took was second-guessed, every decision criticized. This was the cost of placing ambition above everything. The fame and fortune he built now created a spotlight he could never escape. Yet, out of this turmoil emerged a narrative both complicated and provocative. Diddy was not simply a victim of circumstance, nor merely a mogul swallowed by scandal. He was the architect of his own empire, a visionary who always understood that reaching the summit of fame meant stepping into a world of extreme risks. He lived at the crossroads of genius and error, applause and condemnation, admiration and controversy. And for the audience, one question still lingers. Are we witnessing a cultural legend who shaped an era? Or a mogul nearly consumed by the very shadows cast by his own ambition and power? Behind the glittering world of entertainment and music, the name P. Diddy has never escaped the shadows of conspiracy. The deaths of the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac, two hip-hop icons closely connected to him, continue to spark unanswered questions. Was Diddy merely a witness to tragedy? Or were there unseen forces using his position and influence to orchestrate something far bigger? Every rumor, every whisper of speculation adds another dark layer to a legend already burning bright, leaving the public to wonder, just how deep do the secrets run behind the curtain of this industry? Hollywood itself has never strayed far from these controversies. Exclusive parties, elite circles, and secret deals tying Diddy to wealthy artists and powerful politicians have become endless sources of gossip. Many speculate that his success isn't built solely on talent and hard work, but also on strategic alliances with the power brokers who quietly pull the strings of the industry. Private jets, lavish mansions, and access to worlds the public rarely sees have become symbols of a network of influence that's impossible to separate from his rise to fame. In the business world, conspiracy theories shadow his every move. The success of Bad Boy Records, along with his clothing lines, fragrances, and the Ciroc brand, is often linked to hidden support or industry manipulation that is never fully uncovered. Critics question whether Diddy built this empire purely through sharp strategy, or whether an unseen hand played a role in lifting his name to global status. Every contract, Every international collaboration becomes a battlefield of debate between admiration for his genius and suspicion of the hidden power plays behind it. The impact of these shadows on his public image cannot be underestimated. Some see him as an icon, a symbol of the American dream, earned through grit, ambition, and relentless hustle. Yet others view him as a figure boxed in by controversy and whispers of manipulation, a man whose success is forever clouded by questions of morality and ethics. The glamorous world he inhabits is drenched in spotlight. Every party, every media appearance becomes ammunition or justification for whatever theory is currently circulating. Even without concrete evidence, these shadows shape public perception, painting Diddy as both controversial and captivating. And here lies the most intoxicating mystery of all. Fame always comes with a darker silhouette. P. Diddy stands at the crossroads of music, business, and a web of power rarely seen by the public. Every choice he makes, every step he takes, ignites new speculation and debate. Viewers can't help but wonder, are we witnessing a visionary reshaping pop culture, or a mogul entangled in a labyrinth of influence, controversy, and secrets that may never be fully revealed? These shadows of conspiracy are more than rumors. They are threads woven into the fabric of his life story, compelling the world to watch, to guess, and to question every move of the Harlem legend. Looking back on his life, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, doesn't just remember the triumphs and the wealth, but also the shadows cast by every decision he's ever made. The death of a close friend, public controversies, legal pressure, and personal fractures have all haunted the heights of his career. In the quiet moments of reflection, Diddy recognizes one fundamental truth: fame is a double-edged sword. Every hit album, every million-dollar deal, every blinding spotlight is both a gift and a test. He learned that big dreams always come with invisible costs, loss, scandal, and moral battles that the public never hears. And the audience is left to wonder, behind the glamour and the spotlight, what does it truly feel like to bear the consequences of unstoppable ambition? Diddy's transformation from a Harlem kid copying beats in a cramped bedroom to a global icon isn't just an inspirational story. It's a study of human ambition, the steep price of risk, and the art of surviving at the top. He navigated a world filled with temptation and controversy, built bad boy records, launched the careers of major stars, and turned himself into an international brand. But the journey also left deep scars, legal battles, personal conflicts, and public pressure that nearly broke him. And so the audience is forced to ask, is success worth the sacrifice? Does fame elevate a person, or trap them in a web of responsibility, controversy, and endless expectations. Today, Diddy presents a different side of his legacy. He is no longer just an entertainment icon. He is a mentor to young artists, a sharp-minded entrepreneur, and a philanthropist seeking to create real impact. Success is no longer measured only by albums or brands, but by the influence he spreads and the opportunities he creates for the next generation. Yet, behind it all, one question still lingers, pulling the audience into contemplation. Does fame make us greater, or does it destroy who we truly are? This is the essence of Diddy's legacy, a story of ambition, victory, controversy, and life lessons that compel us to question the limits of our dreams and the price we are willing to pay to reach them.